Fud pucker, that's it, yeah.
You stick close to me, close as you can.
Come on, mate, they're coming out. Hold it. Okay. Right.
A few more steps on another route to Wembley.
Okay.
Peter with the last to go. And what awaits them at the end of this particular tunnel as they come out to a capacity crowd here at the Hawthorns, 38,500. The team rated as 11-2 only for the treble. With the local team to tremendous applause, in very good form. A run of 6 games unbeaten, and they've scored 15 goals, and indeed, when Nottingham Forest started their run of 22 games, it was Albion who held them on their own ground back in November. The Albion side at full strength, with the exception of Len Cantello, who's been out for some weeks now. Laurie Cunningham, who played for the England under-21 side in midweek, could only get on the substitutes bench. Nottingham Forest without both regular fullbacks, Anderson, who's suspended, Barrett, who's injured, and Ian Bowyer plays only his 2nd game ever in that position. Frank Clark played in a cup final at number 3 for Newcastle United. Brian Clough making his way to the dugout without Peter Taylor this afternoon. Peter Taylor, his number 2, is on holiday in Mallorca. The referee is England's man in Argentina, Pat Partridge, who will also be in charge of the League Cup final next week. Albion get the match underway, attacking the goal to our right. Forest in all red, Albion in blue and white stripes and white shorts. His width. His width. O'Neill, it bounced awkwardly. Gemmell. Came slightly unkindly to Godden. Will be happy to have got away with that one, the young keeper from Archie Gemmell. Robertson going to have a run. The other Robertson got it away. Oh, and a brilliant save by Tony Godden. Martin O'Neill denied by a superb save by Tony Godden. Really had to get across his goal. With and Needham moving away from the near post. Burns couldn't get there. Regis. Bit of a warning there. Regis managed to get the ball wide. If it had gone to Johnson, he had some 30 yards to move in. Gemmell with McGovern. Derek Statham. Woodcock. Good clearance by John Truick. Here's David Needham. Woodcock again. Robertson is out on the touchline. Here's Gemmell. He can switch it the other way to Frank Clark, and does. O'Neill, McGovern, blocked by Alistair Robertson. And here's Johnston. Tony Brown square, now going on ahead. Foul by O'Neill. Hip against hip. On by Alistair Brown. Martin! And it's there! Mick Martin! Look of surprise on both scorer and goalkeeper. Shilton was coming forward, and as Alistair Brown won it, Martin flicked at it, and it went straight over the top and into the corner. 16 minutes gone, and an unusual goal, to say the least, puts Albion in front. it's perhaps a good point to point out that Forest's unbeaten run of 22 games is exactly that of Everton's, and they got beaten in the 23rd. Here's Gemmell. Bionic baggies is the comment. More traditional flank behind. Just gives some idea of the pressures of English football. Forest at 11-2 for a possible treble, but know that on consecutive Saturdays they could go out of 2 cup competitions, meeting Liverpool, of course, in the League Cup final next week. It's early days in this 6th round of the FA Cup. Johnson again. O'Neill is the back player. Bowyer is nowhere. Johnson round O'Neill. Statham is there, but he gets the cross. Regis, way by Clark. Woodcock and Weil. Tony Godden is there. Must be feeling even better about his save from O'Neill now, the young goalkeeper. So much to Skipperby. Johnson as Bowyer lost it. Here's Regis, it's too long. Burns, he lost it! And Alistair Brown puts it wide. Mistake by Burns gave Alistair Brown the chance, which wasn't taken. Another thumping clearance, helped on by Robertson for a corner. Peter With coming out of the 6-yard box and David Needham going in. Corner's already taken. O'Neill again. Bowyer, Needham, Woodcock. 4 kicks, and the last one was the best one, and it came from an Albion player. Gemmell. Well, they were looking for that. 2 of them, Johnson and Mulligan. Promising this, and it could be played. This is Alistair Brown. Tony Brown is square. Gemmell getting back goal side. Shilton to meet him and cut the angle. And Tony Brown furious with his namesake. But in fairness, although Alistair Brown says sorry, or so it seemed, Tony Brown for a while was in an offside position and it couldn't be played to him. Another escape, though, for Nottingham Forest. Could have been 3 down in this match. John Weil in the centre of the 6-yard box. With again looking for him and doesn't find him. Weil fouled Shilton. Victory notice there of Nottingham Forest. Died in peace on March the 11th, I wonder. With O'Neill. Finally Bowyer gets it. Woodcock. Needham. Gemmell. Woof. And they didn't like that, the 2 Scots. Gemmell and Johnston. Johnson arrived a bit late. Caught Gemmell across the instep. And Johnson to be booked for the tackle. Referee was right. They'll be on the same side in Argentina. Burns, Godden, good catch. Then Cantello and the West Bromwich Albion team bench are looking forward also. Laurie Cunningham, the substitute. Atkinson, the manager, always sits up on the stand as long as possible. Here's Martin. Tony Brown. Done a lot of running without getting much receipt of the ball. Gemmell. Asked a lot, but even so, Archie Gemmell, an increasing factor in the match. Alistair Brown getting behind Burns. Tony Brown, point save by Shilton. Good early ball from one Brown, quickly hit by the other Brown, but the answer was provided by Shilton. Not despondent at the Forest end. It's early days yet. Into the last minute of the half. The ball with Robertson. O'Neill's forward, so is Wyth, so is Woodcock, so is Needham, so is Gemmell, so is McGovern, so is Clark. And they didn't make it. Actually, Gemmell found it just was that half yard too far away. Wyth, beaten by Statham, who now has a problem, which he solves with consummate ease. Surely was a kick from behind by Bowyer on Johnson. Ends with a smile, and not surprisingly a free kick, and I think maybe a booking. Yes, indeed. Partridge having a check on his watch. And Albion go in at half-time with the lead, which will obviously please them. Goal by Mick Martin after 16 minutes, but it surely won't satisfy them, because they could have had two more chances that fell to Alistair Brown, who comes off with his head looking down. Forest down, but they must know they could well have been out. As it is, there's still all to play for. You can't beat them. That's what they've been saying about Nottingham Forest for 22 games now. A run begun back in November by West Bromwich Albion. Is this to be the afternoon when it comes to an end at the hands of the same team? Well, the Forest supporters don't think so, but that young man, I'm sure, is hoping very much so. Wyth and Woodcock hopeful of somewhat better service, I would think, in the second half. And Forest now attacking the goal to our right. There's John McGovern. Johnston. Foul by O'Neill. Had a good first half, Martin O'Neill. I wonder whether Brian Clough would agree with what he had to say at half-time. Oh, missed kick by Burns as Alistair Brown let it go. Wyth and Robertson winning it very comfortably. There's John Robertson. Clark to Needham. Burns, he's forced to play that early, but it could still work for him. Came off Robertson, Alistair Robertson. And here's Regis, they're caught square, this is a chance! Oh, he took it superbly! They were caught absolutely flat then, and Regis seemingly taking it so low with the bend of the knee, and look at the delight. Cyril Regis, the youngster spotted by Ronnie Allen, has come from semi-professional football at Hayes to really blast his way into the scene at the top, and has put Albion 2 up in this cup tie with 3 minutes of the second half gone. Well, only once in cup ties between these two sides has decision been reached at the first time of asking, and that was when Forest won here by a score of 3-2. There's John Robertson, He's found himself very well marked. With Gemmell, O'Neill. Oh, that's a good turn. Bowyer making something when it ought to have been cleared. Still in play? No, it's not. It's a corner. But indecision then on the far post allowed Bowyer the chance to get it across. Comes to Gemmell, Albion moving out, Robertson having to come back and couldn't make that. Gemmell, Woodcock, Statham, oh, he turned the wrong way. Here's O'Neill, Woodcock going up ahead of him, that's a nice ball, fine tackle, and over the top by With. Weil had to make the tackle, but it put the ball to With. But it was a fine tackle on Woodcock by John Weil, and With spurned the chance. Chance that came in the first place because Derek Statham, number 3 there, turned the wrong way into Martin O'Neill's tackle. It was O'Neill who played the through ball. Mulligan. On by Woodcock. Robertson. O'Neill. Again, he was looking for someone on his right, but Bowyer wasn't there. Now he is. Bowyer's fault, he's playing in an unaccustomed position. McGovern, it's been pretty quiet, John McGovern. Burns seeing that coming out early. Gemmell, good comeback this by Forrest. With Robertson. Truex header. And Mulligan completing the fact that Forrest have a corner. An hour of the match gone. 2-0 to West Bromwich Albion. Bit of pushing going on there, I would have thought. Back by Clark. Good punch by Godden. Gemmell. Gemmell again. With over the top. Good stuff from Godden, who's complaining to the referee. But Archie Gemmell is the driving force behind this comeback. Even drove O'Neill out of the way then. Needham didn't make it. Bowyer away by Alistair Robertson. Brown chasing Clark and Burns looks in desperation. He felt he could have controlled that and kept possession. Colin Barrett is the other fullback, of course missing, but he's injured. There's Regis. Good tackle by Burns. O'Neill, certainly for his best spell of the match this. Free kick against Alistair Robertson, which he got the worst of in terms of the tackle, and for which Robertson will be booked. Jimmy Gordon with a smile, a very important part of the Nottingham Forest setup, not always given credit for that fact. Burns and Gemmell. Gemmell, Needham, Woodcock with no real chance of collecting. Arguably more than 4 steps, but the referee using intelligence. A little wild. Back to Johnston. Burns, it's got over the top. Alistair Brown, Shilton off his line, square to Tony Brown. Oh, he tried the impossible with Alistair Brown. And Shilton given the chance to recover. Alistair Brown had Tony Brown in a far better position, but presumably didn't see him. It was easier to see it from up here. But Forrest caught going forward, the ball knocked over the back of the defence. Alistair Brown getting in front of Shilton. Statham is available for the short one, or Weil on the line. Robertson across the 6-yard box. Regis on the angle of the 6-yard box. Oh, good save. He was fouled anyway by Alistair Brown, but he held it well with the strength in the forearm. Woodcock, O'Neill, it's getting close to being the man of the match, Martin O'Neill, even on the losing side. There's Gemmell, McGovern, it's all a bit tight. Bowyer, Woodcock is on the touchline. Again, a whole mess of players to be picked out. Bowyer, Gemmell, Clark, Robertson going wide. Well, it's the first time he's really run, Mulligan. Needham, he's made it! No, he hasn't! Yes, he has! It's finally gone in by Woodcock, but with his hand. Woodcock put it in after Needham's header had come off the crossbar and gone down. And Woodcock put it in with his hand. Laurie Cunningham has come on. And Alistair Brown has already gone off. Bowyer. John Weil. Well, his wishes have come true, and so have his dad's. But here's Woodcock with no one there to put it in. Blocked on the line by Mulligan, and then turned away by Alistair Robertson. But if you needed convincing it's Albion's day, that must have been the final one to convince you. The treble has gone. Albion are one step from Wembley. Ron Atkinson gets the congratulations. Joy all around Albion, except, of course, amongst the Forest players. John Weil there, one of the season campaigners who must now see his chance of going to Wembley, gets a nod to Godden, whose save early on from O'Neill proved to be so important. All credit to Forest for their fine performance after being 2 down, but it was Albion's day, and they who celebrate.